everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ralitza and this is Readings with Rally. I hope that you guys are doing well. In today's reading, we're going to be taking a look at the Spiritual Sunday reading. So this is going to take a look at what does the week ahead have for us. So let me just go ahead here and tap in. It's not a pick a card, it's a collective. Always remember to take what messages resonate and leave the rest behind, okay? So this is just more of a general outlook for the week ahead. So I'm going to go ahead here and tap in. So spirit guides, angels, and ancestors, can you please help me tap into the energy of the collective for the week ahead? We ask that you bring forth messages of truth, clarity, and accuracy here for them so that they can have the best possible reading. As always, we wanted to say a big thank you to you for your support, for your kindness, and for your accuracy. Thank you for everything that you do and that you continue to do for us. We appreciate you so much. So we just really wanted to make that clear. Please continue to guide us and keep us safe during the week ahead. Okay, so what's really interesting here for the collective is that the first word I heard was opponent. So some of us may find that we're fighting quite a lot this week with people around us. That's immediately what I'm getting here. So I think that there's a very significant need to move slowly this week. I always find actually Aries energy, which we're starting this week, can be quite impulsive. So you want to make sure here that you are monitoring yourself around other people. The other word I heard here is hurt. So this could be a physical pain, such as falling down. I always find like silly accidents happen quite a lot during Aries season, like tripping and falling. But there could be somebody else coming up from the past that feels like you've hurt them and they would like to talk, is what I'm hearing. So that's very interesting. And I also heard the word clearance. So somebody here could be getting some sort of security clearance for the week ahead. Or again, someone's trying to clear something up. Let's take a look here. Spirit, what does the week ahead hold for the collective? Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. Okay, so obviously sixth chakra is our third eye. I feel many of us are going to feel like we're able to make quite a bit of shifts this week according to our third eye. Archangel Metatron opens up alternative timelines, so some of us may have an opportunity that we thought was over present itself to us again, such as an old job, something from the past returning. Some of you may be wanting to connect with Metatron this week. That would be a really great idea, especially through any sort of meditation or hypnosis. I'm hearing to meet him. You also might want to work with Metatron's cube. I'm hearing the word endure. So some of you feel like you have to endure something, and I think Metatron's going to come through this week to tell you that. In fact, you don't. You don't need to endure this. Very vivid dreams. I'm also picking up here. Yin, yang. Interesting. 22. Some of you could be seeing 222. There's definitely a need for balance this week. You're going to want to make sure that you feel balanced, that you look balanced, that you're taking your time as well. Again, that Aries energy can bring impulsivity. Some of you may be transforming your appearance this week as well, wanting to look a specific way or to transform the way that you are coming across. That's also really important. I feel like some of you are really trying to balance out your masculine and feminine sides as well. We have all tied up, yeah. Some of you could be 22, 23, or 40, or you could be a life path 4 or a life path 5. It's almost like there's something from the past that's rearing its head this week. And you guys are being asked to clear. You might feel frustrated as well, because I feel like a wave of frustration just hit me. So some of you may feel frustrated. Somebody here could figure out that they're getting a scholarship this week as well, but I feel somebody is wanting to repair something from the past. But you guys almost feel like you just want this person to leave you alone. For some of you, this is a romantic counterpart. Others of you might get tied up in like paperwork or like a work project. I feel something might take more time than you thought it was going to take. That could be a bit frustrating as well this week. We have the healing heart, love, acceptance, and romance. Yeah, somebody is still kind of tied towards you, specifically around the heart chakra. So you could be feeling somebody this week pulling on your heart. This could be a source of frustration for you. I also feel like you guys are being asked to monitor your heart chakra. You might want to wear green, pink, just to help activate that rose quartz. I'm also hearing for some of you, just very gently can help. But I feel like there's a lot of heart-opening experiences, and I've been noticing this actually pop up a little bit more recently, so I'm not surprised. We have up from the depths, releasing difficulty. Yeah, I think you guys are really realizing that somebody from the past, this does feel like somebody from the past, has been creating a bit of stagnancy for you in terms of moving forward. And it feels to me like this week you guys are a lot more ready to clear. It's like you don't want to be stuck anymore. You want to move this week. You want to make a move. You want to clear outside of this difficulty. You want to untie yourself. There could be a lot of different things this week that you want to get in order, because I'm hearing affairs. Like you might want to get your affairs in order. You might be sorting through paperwork. We have attachment, longing, desperation. Okay, now we have all tied up and we have attachment. I do feel like there's either somebody this week that is unhealthily attached to you and you guys are feeling them pull on your energy. Or what this could be indicating is that you guys are really starting to realize that it's going to be important to let something go this week. Because I feel there's this energy of releasing or needing to release. You guys are having a little bit of a hard time with this, but it's also super, super important that you're able to clear this because it's not helping you. It's holding you back. What else do we need to know for the collective for the week ahead? A consciousness of lack, yeah. This is going to be a bit of an up and down week. I just have to say this because we have a lot of different elements here indicating feeling a bit stagnant, right? Some of you could feel like you don't have enough money, you don't have enough love, you don't have enough wisdom, you don't have enough, like, there's just this energy of, I don't have enough for this, I don't have enough for that. But a lot of it I don't actually think is based in reality. A lot of it I think is kind of your own fears that you're projecting. We have the loving woman. Some of you may need to talk to a feminine around you, okay? This could be a sister, a mom, a friend. There is somebody around you that would like to connect with you this week. If you guys are a feminine here as well, or if you identify as feminine, I really want you to pay some attention to being gentle with yourself because there's a lot of like inner criticism going on this week. I am hearing child, so for some of you, this could be like an inner child thing where you're starting to realize how you may be working with some wounding that needs to be cleared here from your childhood, really. But it's going to be a week where you feel like you're facing some sort of downfall or shortcoming to some extent here. So I just want you to be aware of that because I'm really picking that up. And again, there's definitely this request or this inner knowledge that it's going to be important for you to transform and not hold yourself stuck or steady. We have optimism and we have dark thoughts. So these two came out together. Okay, so again, monitoring your thoughts is going to be super important this week, you guys. I do feel like there's a little bit of a back and forth energy. You're feeling a little bit, either you want to break free, but then it's like very quickly you just fall back into the old patterns. And I'm noticing that all of these, consciousness, and consciousness, so these all have to do with like your thought patterns this week. So it's going to be really, really important to make sure that you're monitoring what it is that you're putting out there on a conscious level this week, because there's a lot of back and forth, and I feel like this is going to frustrate some of you guys or make you feel a little bit annoyed. I feel frustration with this, really. What does the collective need to release this week? Globally as well, there may be issues with conflict, chaos, money. I know we've already had a few banks collapse. That could occur this week as well. There could be another Scandinavian country, but I'm also getting drawn to Asia here for banks. Oh, wow. Okay. We have surrendered to receiving support and love. Some of you are feeling like you have to be shouldering a lot by yourself, and I feel Spirit is saying that you don't have to do everything alone. This says, allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. Yeah, so some of you need to ask other people for assistance or ask other people for help this week, and I think that you're struggling a little bit to do that. That being said, you cannot do everything by yourself, and I feel some of you are starting to realize that because you're actually exhausting yourself this week. You feel extra tired because you're feeling like you have to really be working on everything by yourself, but you really don't. You know, we are meant to be collectively, you know, connected. And I think that that's really something that's coming through here. What else do we need to know? We have eagle, triumph over troubles and obstacles. Okay. Some of you could see an eagle this week, or you might relate to an eagle. Eagle is a very powerful animal. I feel for some of you, you are trying to get a different perspective on something. There's a need here for spirit, freedom, and self-expression. Again, there's always that connection with air, right, when we think of the eagle. So some of you may be feeling a little bit like airheads this week, or like you just want to make a quick move. Some of you may be also meeting an influential elder this week. I know that sounds weird, but I did just hear that. I feel a need for honesty with this eagle and truth here as well. I feel like there's a need, or you guys are feeling a little bit like you need to stretch your limits this week, or there's a sense of like, I have a lot I need to accomplish. I need to spread my wings. Some of you may be feeling like you want to fly, you want to move somewhere else, you just want like movement here. Eagle can help as well for those of you who feel like you're being really weighed down from the details of the day-to-day. You have a lot of tough choices to make because, again, it's all about perspective. Some of you are going to want to write. I'm specifically hearing writing down judgments this week. So if you feel like you're holding too much or you're just angry, it might be a good idea to use eagle energy to help clear and write. Remember the quality of air, right? So just like removing everything that's staying within your consciousness that's really weighing you down. Also, some of you might want to go higher. I know that sounds weird, but like you might want to visit like a sky bar or a hill, even a mountain if you have them like we do here in where I am in Calgary. Just getting some perspective or going up. Go to a viewpoint that is actually going to be really important this week. That's weird, but I did just hear that. We also have workplace trauma. For some of you, you know, this difficulty is going to hit in the workplace. You are being asked to just be generous and patient and stable here as best as you can be. There could be some sort of litigation, because I just heard that word coming up. So someone could have some issues here at work. They could have to deal with like getting into some sort of trouble here. I also feel here with this workplace drama that you guys just might be feeling a little bit overwhelmed, or like there's a lot of responsibilities on your plate this week. Someone could be disrupting your rhythm at work too, where you feel like, you know, I thought I was focusing on this, but you're like really distracting me. Like there's an element of annoyance with that. We have self-love, yeah. I was really getting that coming through, especially with the loving woman, right? Like some of you are just not spending enough time giving back to yourself. And I think that this is a really big source of what Spirit is trying to show you, is that it's really important to give yourself that self-love. It's really important to give yourself that kindness, that sweetness, because some of you are really needing that additional support. You need to feel that energy of like, I love myself, I'm going to show myself that. I think a lot of you are struggling with prioritizing yourself. We have lack mentality. Okay, we have a consciousness of lack and we have lack mentality. So let's just say that's the only repeating word here. So that will be our word for the week, is lack. Now, lack is a difficult space to be in because it almost like inevitably can make things feel extra stressful. So some of you are really struggling with lack this week. I want you to know that we've all been in that situation, right? As a collective, we have also been struggling quite a lot with this, but there's a need for monitoring the mindset here, especially with like eagle energy. And again, balancing, doing the little things you can to bring yourself back in balance this week. We have the belief of limited resources, love, money, success, good health, and etc. Yeah, crazy that we have that twice. Also, we may see this playing out here on the global scale, right? Where there's a bit of frustration for, you know, maybe having a lack of things, a lack of resources, fighting over resources, some sort of like crunch with a resource like oil. So we might see that playing out here. Fights over water, I'm also hearing, which is very common, obviously. But for your personal life, it's going to be very important to monitor that. and to do what you can to sort of clear instead of holding that really close to your heart and close to your chest, because it will just end up making you feel like you're suffocating, right? So what can you do to clear that energy this week to make you feel a lot more balanced and secure? So yes, that is what I have for the week ahead. I'm sending you guys a big hug. I hope you're doing well, and we'll talk later.